Kiara was born 1 pound 12 ounces at 28 weeks. And that was probably one of the most intense moments of our lives thus far at that point. And we had to see her struggle for a small moment. She was so fragile and little. She was literally 14 inches long, and she was so, she was about a hand and a half. And I couldn't hold her for a week. She wasn't able to breathe on her own for a long time. And she had a lot of IVs and PICC lines. It was very devastating to watch, because you see most babies who are born, they get to cuddle with their mom and just sleep without a care in the world. And for Kiara, it wasn't like that at all. It was more of a fight to live. And we all fought with her.
It's just been a long, crazy roller coaster. A lot of up and downs, that's for sure. I'm just glad that everything has worked out in the end. That she's okay and that she's fine. She's breathing normal, that everything's okay.
Through all of this journey, just through the NICU, she's endured so many things. She had an ear deformity. She was anemic. She needed help breathing on her own. She needed to learn how to eat. She had feeding tubes down her throat and her nose. She had brain x-rays, lung x-rays, and heart x-rays. And from those, they told us that she had chronic lung disease and that she also had 3 holes in her heart, which was a large VSD, a PDA, and an ASD. And at first I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand. I was afraid of it, but how could you be afraid of something that you just didn't quite understand? So I didn't fully grasp what this meant until we actually got discharged from the NICU after 66 days. And we went to our first cardiology appointment, and after her first echo and EKGs and x-rays, they told us that she would be needing open heart surgery. It was just devastating to know that. She wasn't home for 66 days. And it was just devastating to not have her home and not have her live a normal life. In the beginning of her life, all she knew was pain, and now they're telling us that we have to come back. And that was so hard for me to hear that. I didn't want to believe it. I looked at him and I was like, "Are you serious?" And then he told us the risks. He said the mortality rate is low, but because of Kiara's weight, her risks are higher. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. So I cried all the way home and obsessed about this for 2 months. I've done intensive research. I've learned so much about her and her heart condition and expected the worst. But I was very hopeful for the best. And because of this journey, we've entered into the preeclampsia world. We've been in the world of prematurity, her being a micropreemie. We've met a lot of beautiful mothers who gave birth to premature babies and see their stories. And now we got to see the heart warrior world, which was very scary as well. Kiara had to see 3 different worlds and face death 3 different times. And I'm very happy to say that she conquered all 3 of those worlds.
It's just beautiful to see her now and how she has more color to her, and it's really amazing, and it makes me happy. It's been a long process too.
And when the surgeon came in to tell us all the news, we didn't want to get our hopes up still, because although she survived the surgery, you know, they could have said she needed a pacemaker or she had some complications. She did amazing. And we were so happy to hear that, so relieved to hear that. And there's nothing better I could ask for than to hear such great news. Because, like I said, when we came in, I was expecting the worst, and instead we got the best outcome. So I'm very happy about that.
You put me and your mom through hell, but it was only for the benefit of you, and we just wanted to make sure you could live a long, happy life and be healthy throughout your whole life and do whatever you wanted to do and take on whatever you wanted to do and just be who you want to be in life. We really did this for you.
Kiara, you kept us on our toes, and you still do. And you are just an amazing human being, and I am so glad that we get to be your parents, and we get to love you and be there for you throughout the whole thing. And because of you, you've helped so many other families through research that you've been through, and all the other parents we got to meet because of you. This journey has been so hard, but it's also been so fulfilling. And we thank you for that. And we love you so much. Azalia loves you, your dad loves you, and our whole family loves you. I hope that you can grow up to be just as amazing as you are right now. And I know you will. You'll move so many mountains. You're gonna amaze us every day. And we just continue to be amazing. We love you.